How are we all going, people? Sorry, the internet is a little bit, Bali, you have to roll with it. So we're just going to put that there. So hopefully everyone is rocking and rolling. And obviously what is on everyone's mind and what is on everyone's lips is the Mayweather versus McGregor fight. So what I want to share with you all, and I'm pretty sure that you already know this, and it is going to be shocking truth, that what this shows us all in everyone's news feed is that everyone's attention span is how conditioned and how controlled we are as sheep. Yeah, to see a fight that is actually acted and they are put on an understanding of them to get more attention and so on and so forth. If you look at the way these people act, McGregor and Mayweather, you see how McGregor will insult his family. If anyone did that in the real life, they would be dead. Do you know what I'm saying? And if you are going to look, if you know anything about fighting, I'm not a fighter, but if you break it down, and I've spoken to some professional fighters here in Bali, if you break down what this is about, it's all about money in the bank. And the reason why I'm bringing this to everyone's attention is to see how controlled you all are and how programmed you are. That everybody that doesn't even have an interest for martial arts wants to watch this fight. And what this is showing me is that us humans, we are that controlled. We are like sheep. And it's actually quite scary because yes, okay, it's a boxing match. Yes, we're gonna know that, if you know anything about boxing, that Mayweather is he's a champion. But the scary thing is, all you people are so conditioned that you are showing interest and you never have interest before. Yes, there's some diehard fans. Yes, there's some people that love that. But what you need to break down to, it's the feeling that these two guys have created over, oh my God, and they're gonna smash each other, and you've got the notorious, and you've got, the unbeaten. What I'm telling you is that the same thing is what I'm going to tell you all. What about if we were conditioned of something that could change our life? What about if we were conditioned for something that we could change the world and improve your lives, improve your family's lives? But here we are, got people that are making money on us, and these top families, the Rothschilds and that, they're rubbing their hands together. And I'll tell you what, I know some people that are very high up on the food chain, and they are looking at us, and we are basically peasants. We are peasants that are controlled by a sport which is called occupation, which is called a distraction. And this is the scary thing is, some people that don't even know about boxing will watch it because everyone else is doing it. Is that telling you something, people? Do you know what I'm saying? Look, I love MMA and the rest of it. I've done martial arts. But if you see they go around the world and they put on this act and they pretend they're racist and the rest of it, if you study and know human behavior like I've been studying for 8 years, you can see it and you see people going, oh my God, let's watch it. What is that going to tell you, people? I've got my phone ringing. It is that we are conditioned. We are programmed. We are that program. It's scary. Do you know what I mean? We are that program that here is a fight that all these people are getting money from it, and you think there's going to be a competition? You think Mayweather is a true champion boxer. And, you've got McGregor. McGregor's this mouth. He's this, he's this hype. He's this energy. And in a boxing fight, and you'll see this, if anyone knows anything about that, guys, are you serious? Watch the fight and you will see how it's an act. Do you know what I mean? They have got it all played out. If you want to like that, if you want to be controlled, then that's up to you. But what this is showing me, everyone's mental capacity is that we are that controlled and basically conditioned by social media on the wrong ways. We are conditioned by programming. We are conditioned by television. We are conditioned by these actors. And that's what it is. It's a distraction from mass understanding of who we want to be. What about if we did want to better ourselves? What about if we could come together, as we all know now, to better the world, to better ourselves, not for a fight, not for a boxing match. Don't get me wrong, I like the entertainment and I agree with that. But what about if we were putting love on our feeds? What about if we were putting appreciation? What about if we were putting gratitude out there instead of someone else that's making money from us because they have created feelings that's what we're watching for? So let's be honest. We all watch entertainment, we all watch combat for a feeling, for people hurting each other and, so on and so forth. Yes, there's some fighters that will appreciate, okay, they're cool and with their craft. That's different, I know that, yeah? Me doing a little bit of martial arts and whatever, I'm not a fighter at all. Just let me move that. I'm not a fighter at all, But what I'm going to tell you is to see how your minds are occupied and how you are all conditioned. There's people that don't even know, when the fight is on, and they're going, oh, when's the fight on? Because everyone else is doing it. It's called bar black sheep. It's the syndrome of programming. Us humans are that programmed, most of us that aren't awake, and it's scary. And this is a pure advocate how brainwashed you all are, And if you seriously know anything about it, do you think that Mayweather is going to let some big mouth beat him, and he's lost maybe one fight? Do you know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. How Mr. Gregory goes, fuck the Mayweathers, yeah? If you know anything about that family, if you know anything about that, if anyone else really said that in real life, he would be dead. Someone else would put a hit on him. If that's how the Mayweathers roll. And here you are, got Gregor, and yes, he's a great MMA fighter. Yes, he's got a great mouth, and he's got a great mind, great mouth. But what I want to tell you people, what is scary is all your news feeds are full of this. Your attention span's full of this. If you look at it, it's called control programming, that the majority of the world are going to be watching this fight because the televisions and the powers that be are all programming you to do it. Okay? Yes, don't get me wrong, I don't want to be a doom of gloom and say, fucking just shut up, Lee, just watch the fight. Why can't you enjoy it? Yes, you can enjoy the fight, but what I want to teach you all something is how we are conditioned. Imagine if we took this into something that we aren't paying other people money, and you've got people that are broke, you've got people that are struggling, you've got people that are suicidal. What about if we all came together just like this fight to empower others? How would that be? Or would that be too hard because you're wanting to improve your life? So that's what I want to tell you all. Imagine if we all come together, put that much money into this fight and that much energy into this fight, into improving people's lives, into bettering people's lives. Or isn't that cool? Do you know what I'm saying? Sam goes, be careful what you say, Bundy, I love you. Hey, how you going, brother? So, and that's what we need to make sure that, yes, and I'm going to say this again, I'm going to want to watch the fight because it's the whole thing about, it's the hype, let's see about it. But I am so, and this is not contradictive, it is that I don't even want to watch it because it's like, okay, let's do what everyone else is doing, yeah? Let's be a sheep. Let's be someone let's just do, everyone else is doing it. So this is what I want to tell you all. This power, this focus on this fight, obviously, as us humans, when we come together, we can create something amazing. We create a movement. We can find money to put money into places. What I say to you is, why does it need to be a fight that people are going to act and they put on, oh my God, you know what? And it's the Irish guy versus the black African American. Oh, and it's at the end of the day, it's the feeling that we are searching for when these two guys go into combat. It's the feeling that we want from that. And you know what is sad? We will prefer to search for a feeling for two people to be in combat instead of a feeling for us to improve someone else's life, or more importantly, improve our lives. So it is quite sad that me being in the game of wanting to improve people's lives, and then to see how us humans will go to lengths to put money in to go somewhere just because everyone else is doing it, because then it's a common interest. I want to teach you something quickly. Us humans, we do not have enough leadership in ourselves or enough hope in ourselves. So what happens is we will be someone that we will follow the masses, yeah? So there's people that don't even watch boxing that are watching it. There's people that are, I want to be the cool person, so let's go to somewhere to find it. People don't even know when it's on. So you think that if you really had an interest, you would find out when it's on, and it just shows that you are not a leader, you are a follower. So there's even people, and I'm going to say this, there's even so-called leaders and coaches that are showing up as followers with the fight. And guess what? What you do in one area, you do in all. If you lead all the way, you lead in all areas. You're not a sheep in any area. And I see these people that don't have an interest for this, and they want to show up when it's right for them, when they want to take people's money, as saying, I'm a leader. I'm a leader 100%. I'm a leader all the time, yeah? And the funny thing about that is, and the scary thing about that is, you're showing up as this and you are following the masses. Wouldn't you want to be someone that stands on your own 2 feet? And don't get me wrong, yes, they are both amazing athletes, yeah? McGregor is an amazing MMA fighter, he's an entertainer. The same as Mayweather. He's an amazing boxer if you know anything about boxing, but they are entertainers. What I'm saying is we put too much effort and conditioning and money into something. And how is this improving the world? That's what I want to ask you. How is this improving the world? If you can answer me that, I'm going to stop this live stream. That I even see that people are paying money going to certain places and they don't even have the money. Do you know what I mean? I know people have gone over to Vegas and they've gone and taken a credit card out. Yes, it's entertainment, so on and so forth. But if we flip this shit, what about if we came together as humans? What did Erwin say? My son fights is more important and he fights on the 24th. Awesome. There you go, brother. Because I want to keep drilling this in your head before I go. I'm not a doom of gloom, and yes, you know, it would be great. Yes, it's entertainment. Oh, what's it all about? Let's have a common interest. Oh, did you see that fight? Wank, wank. We all know who's going to win. Mayweather's going to win. Are you serious that McGregor's, you know what I'm saying? And look, for the entertainment, for money, if Mayweather, and maybe I'm going to be wrong, Mayweather's going to go and retire. But what about if he got a huge payout of whatever, $100 million, they say that you got beaten by McGregor, because McGregor's the new hype. He's the next thing. Yeah? Let's look at it with the psychology. Mayweather's been there, he's done that. Yeah? He's old and washed up. We know he's one of the greatest boxers. Guess who's coming through? McGregor's coming through. If he beats him, guess what? Everyone's going to follow McGregor. It's going to go, oh my God, you're the champion and you beat that boxer. But guess what? That is going to be a money-making machine because everyone's going to go McGregor, McGregor, McGregor. Yeah? So, these are the two things that we've got. Let's be conditioned. Let's be brainwashed. You're going to have Mayweather, that he stopped the MMA fighter, because guess what? If it was a real battle for real technique and real combat, Mayweather would smash McGregor. Simple. If you know anything about fighting, then you know that. So, but if you're talking about entertainment, if you're talking about how we're all programmed, we're sheep or we're zombies, then Mayweather is going to win because, McGregor's going to win because he's the next hype. Everyone's going to go and want to watch his fight. Hey, let's give him the energy. Let's give him the attention. And hey, guess what, girls? You know McGregor, he's a sexy mofo. Plus, he's got his tats. He's pretty cool, and the rest of that sells. Yeah. So we all know that. But why I'm telling you this, because that's the no-brainer. But what I want to leave you all with: how is this fight improving the world? What are we doing? Imagine if we put this much energy, this much money into helping others, into improving the world, but enjoying the process. It doesn't need to be mundane. It doesn't need to be hard. You can still go and fucking rule the world as a cool motherfucker. Do you know what I'm saying? You can still go and rock it. You don't need to be there with a bow tie and stand there with glasses. You can still be who you are. But imagine us humans, that we come together with this much energy, with this much focus on improving the world. Imagine that. Because everyone and around the pool, all on Facebook, on social media, it's about this fight. But how the fuck is this fight improving the world? You tell me that. If anything, if you've got Irish people in a pub and McGregor loses, for sure there's going to be an all-in brawl. 100%, hands down, that's my bet. You know what I mean? And this fight has actually caused racism. If you know about the implications of people that I know, that, oh, there's my beautiful partner. Miss you heaps, babe. That this fight has actually caused segregation between Irish people and African American. Yeah, if you live in America, you'd know this because people are going for it. You see that. You see people going, fuck McGregor, Irish bastard. Oh, fuck Mayweather, so and so. Yeah, what does that cause? Segregation. At the end of the day, they are actually friends. They are making multi-millions on you, on your conditioning, on your low level of being higher consciousness, and it's scary. So what I want to say, I don't want to take out the hype. The fight will be entertaining. McGregor is going to win if they want to keep that going on, if that's going to be the cash cow. If they want Mayweather to go out unbeaten and to have that and he retires, then these are the two scenarios. But what I'm going to drill into your heads again, people, what about if we came together with this much energy, with this much money, with this much will and hope to improve the world? How does that sit? Do you know what I'm saying? How does that sit? But because it doesn't feel like this, you know, we love conflict, violence, sex, greed, money. That's all the stuff that gives us that feeling. That gives us a bit of creative juices. The reason why that gives us creative juices is because most people do not have enough leadership or do not have enough spunk or feeling that they need to have it as an artificial, to go and take drugs, to watch an entertainment, system like this. And that's what it is, an entertainment system. And you're all part of the system. So what you all need to do is wake the fuck up, be a leader, so then you aren't a follower. Because it's actually sad. I've seen some of these so-called coaches that they're following people to watch this fight, and I'm like, hold on, aren't you saying that you're a coach? Aren't you saying that you're a leader and you're always on the ball? But here you are, you let your guard down and you're like, back shit. Everyone else is watching this fight. So when I look at things, you want to break it down. Yeah, you want to break it down into the physical, the energetic, and the spiritual. Yeah, if you know anything about this. And let's just talk about the world quickly. We have a blindfold of conformity. We are conditioned, we are programmed, we are suppressed to only function at 30%. Why do you think we're miserable? Why do you think people are killing themselves? Why do you think people will pay all the money, like you are, to watch this fight today? Because you need an external understanding or an external feeling to make yourself feel whole. And that's exactly what it is. And do you think that people are going to be watching this fight and they're going to think they're a fighter afterwards and start fights in the street? Fucking oath they are. Do you think that if Mayweather beats McGregor, that the Irish are going to become a little bit more racist because he's African American? Of course. Or if McGregor beats Mayweather, do you think that the African American, or whatever it might be, do you know what I'm saying? Whites are racist with whites. Asians are racist with Asians. Blacks are racist with fucking blacks. And it's stupid. Do you know what I mean? We all should be getting together, but this fight has caused segregation. It has caused more conditioning because they are two different colors, they are two different races. But guess what, people? You all have fallen for it. You all have fallen for the conditioning. So let's watch the fight. Let's be a sheep. So then we have common interest. But guess what? How does this fight improve your life? What, so you can talk to someone about it? What about if there wasn't a fight and you could have the same connection with another human being? So this is the scary thing, and I want to leave you with this. All you people that are watching the fight are not leaders, because you need to create something that you have a common interest with. So this fight has caused and created a common interest. Yes, there are some fighters that love the combat, that love the technique. That is different, yeah? But all you real fighters know, in a boxing match, Mayweather is going to knock him the fuck out, yeah? But if you're talking about an entertainment system, Mayweather is going to lose, McGregor is going to beat him because Mayweather is going to retire and McGregor is going to win because he's going to be the cash cow. That is simple. That is marketing. We all know that. But what the scary thing is where is your leadership? Why do you need to follow? Why do you need to have a common interest for you to feel connected? For you to be able to say, hey, guess what, guys? Did you watch the fight? Why do us humans have to have something like this for us to feel connected and for us to celebrate? It's the same as Christmas. It's the same as Easter. It's the same as all those false celebrations that we need to come together for something like this. So I want you all to think about that, yeah? I don't want to take the doom and gloom away. I don't want to, yes, it's going to be entertaining. It's going to be fucking fantastic. Lights, camera, action. But what I want you all to look at is break down things from the physical to the energetic to the spiritual. And what I want to leave you with is become your own leader, so you don't need to look for something like this for you to come and get excited about something, look forward to life, or come together as a common interest, yeah? Alan goes, I'm happy watching family playing footy. We're catching up with the family, chilling out in the sun. Beautiful. That's what it's about. That is moment experiences. And I'm not going to give you my opinion on things. I just want to give you an analytical, logical understanding of mass movements. This is a mass movement that us humans are unfortunately conditioned. And if you take this fight away, look at life. Look at what you are supposed to step into. Look at that you're supposed to get an education, supposed to go into a job. You are supposed to do all that. We are basically in the matrix and we are conditioned. So what I say to you all, wake up, lead yourself, create moments and experiences like this so you don't need to look into something for external, for you to have a connection, for you to have a common interest, and for you to feel important because you're talking about what everyone else is talking about, okay? This is said with love. This is said that, so on and so forth. Campbell Scott, enough fighting in the media every day. I don't need to watch it. There you go, sister. There you go. And is that... Sorry, there you go, Campbell. I thought it was, you aren't a lady. That was my bad because I'm looking at the thing above. So thank you, Campbell Scott. I really appreciate that. So I'm just reading the message from below that. Awesome stuff. And that's what it's about. So I really love what you just said there, Campbell, because it really gives an understanding that there is enough fighting in the, in the world. There is killings. There is, do you know what I'm saying? So what I want to say, think about this. It's all about a feeling. So these two entertainers have created a feeling, have created this substance that you are watching the fight to actually connect with that feeling. And what that feeling is two people going into battle, two people, it's a common interest. And that's why, with the gladiators back in the day, why it's like, it's that, ooh, it's that entertainment, it's that violence. But what you are actually deserving, or what you're actually serving, or why you're watching this is actually a dark energy. For people to be violent and for you to be attracted to that is actually a dark energy. It's not love, it's ego, it's darkness, it's violence. Yeah? And I don't want to get too caught up with that stuff. Yes, I love martial arts, yes, combat and the rest of it, but that is the same feeling what I'm searching for. Sex gets your attention? Of course it does. It's the feeling, it's the excitement. Violence gets your attention, it's the feeling. Racism, conflict, because guess what? If someone stood up there, didn't even know the fight was on, there you go. My beautiful partner's spending time with her brother today back in Melbourne, so there we are. Natalie goes, it's so sad to disconnect the people they are. They need events like this to feel connected. There you go. You took the words right out of my mouth. That's what I was getting at. If people think I'm going 100 miles an hour, my brain's like one of those bouncy balls. I'm in Bali. As you can see, it is effing beautiful here, people. So, look, I'm not going to talk your ears off. I think I got my message across. Create your own moments and experiences. Create your own main events. Don't be a sheep and go, bah, you're a leader. And for you coaches that have said, hey man, I'm a leader all the time and I'm going to just take people's money, and then you're a sheep following these masses, have a look at yourself. When you're a leader, you're always a leader. You'll stand up and do shit like this, stand up on your own 2 feet and say, hey, Will, let's wake the fuck up. There's going to be a lot of people that aren't liking this, but guess what? You disqualify yourself and stop living a lie. This is the truth, and this is not my opinion. These are facts, people. So go and enjoy the fight. Go and do what you need to do, but more importantly, wake up and understand that you are a leader. You do not need to connect with other people for social events like this. Lead yourself, lead from the front, and understand that at the end of the day, the world needs us to come together in the same sort of circumstance, but in a way, if we had the same energy, if we had the same, basically organization, or putting the money and time and effort into improving lives that need us, the world would be a much better place. Because what I'm going to leave you with, how is this fight saving the world? Or what is this fight bringing back to the world? I want you to think about that. Have a great day. Take care.